Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. So, you saw the title, you know what's going on. It's everywhere. Charlie Kirk, founder of T.P.U.S.A, conservative advocate, patriot, husband, father, American, was assassinated today on a Utah University campus. The footage is out there. I mean, it's horrifying to watch. As of right now, the shooter has not been caught. They're still at large. There was that older guy that they had in custody, and witnesses were saying that he said I'd do it again. And I even saw footage of him saying, telling the cops, shoot me. So for a little while, he was thought to be the shooter. It turns out he's not. So as of, mere hours after it happened, there is no one in custody. Of course, much like you, I'm interested to see who this person is, what they look like, how much information they can give about them, being that the person killed somebody on the quote-unquote right. Maybe they'll be more forthcoming with the information. As far as the mainstream, you can't trust them. You got to go to people that you do trust, maybe smaller outlets, websites that you trust, people, because the mainstream mediocres are going to spin it. If it shines a negative light on them, they'll spin it in their favor. If it's positive for them, then we'll know everything down to the last meal that this person had. And I tell you right now, if it's some weird ass extra chromosome looking Ku Klux trans member, I'm gonna lose my shit. Watching the video is just terrible. I mean, you see him sitting there, and what's strange is the last word that he ever spoke was the word violence. He said something about gang violence. He puts the microphone down in his lap, still holding it in his hand. Boom, you hear the crack of the rifle. Hits him in the neck. He slumps to his left, and blood just starts gushing out of his neck. Judging by the video, it looks like I would be shocked if he made it to the waiting vehicle or ambulance alive, let alone to the hospital. Fucking idiot. Dumbass made his turn too early. Almost hit me. Anyway, let alone to the hospital, to get into the care of the doctors. I mean, the way that blood was coming out, I mean, shit, even if somebody put pressure on it, it was like where the carotid artery might be, because as soon as it hit him, I mean, the blood, I mean, it was awful, man, to watch. And it's so surreal, it's almost like, have you ever been woken up out of your sleep and you had to go outside, you hear the garbage truck coming down the street, and you forgot to put the cans out. So you're up, you spring up out of bed, you run outside, sun hits you in the face, you're still kind of in that, half sleep, weird, groggy fog. It's just surreal. 31 years old, man was born in 1993. Very young, 31, wife, 2 kids, like a son and a daughter. They're gonna grow up without him, just memories of him, images. I mean, hopefully they'll be able to get a good idea of who their father was by the countless hours of footage and audio of their dad. At least they have that. Wow, just crazy, and this is what happens when you put all these ingredients in a bowl and you bake this thing. This is what you get when you mix in no accountability. They're Russian spies. They're Nazis. They're racist. They hate you. They hate this country. You know, Charlie Kirk by name, not just conservatives or Republicans or the right or whatever, like Charlie Kirk by name. And he's a very prominent figure. He was out there, literally, on college campuses, talking to people. I've seen, I don't know how many clips of him on college campuses talking to people, not talking down to them or making fun of them, even though that would have been very easy and I'm sure a lot more fun for him to do. He never talked down to people. He let them speak their piece, and he came back to them with facts and a certain level of compassion. I think that's why a lot of people would get mad at him and angry and shout and talk shit. Number one, they're coming from a place of emotion, so they have no argument past, 30 to 45 seconds. And I think that also the compassion that he showed them, they didn't like that. Maybe they didn't think they were worthy of it. Maybe they weren't expecting it. Maybe they say they don't want it, but they really do. Maybe it felt like the hug that their father tried to give them or should have given them. The hug that their single mom couldn't give them. Because that's where a lot of these crazy fucks come from. Single parent homes, broken homes, psychotropic drugs. But when you tell people that for a decade or more, these people, those people on that side, conservatives, whatever, they're Nazis. Remember when words like Nazis and racist used to mean something? They used to carry weight. They used to have a sting to it. You better have some proof before you hurl accusations like that. Now, we use it all the time. And, Nazi, racist, big deal. But mentally unstable people, weak-minded people, sheeple, people who have that mental bull ring in their septum, the septum of their mind, where they can just be led around to believe and feel whatever. This has an effect on them. This puts a battery in their back. This points them toward their target. Like that freak piece of shit Minnesota who shot up that school. This rhetoric has an effect on weak-minded individuals, crazy, evil individuals. And we got that today with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I told my wife about it. She watches him. She was very sad about it. And I told her, I said, I hope that his wife wasn't watching. I hope that maybe she was busy with the kids or something and she wasn't there. Chances are she might have been there. But to see that happen, man, to see your husband get shot and killed. I didn't know Charlie Kirk, and it was pretty traumatizing for me to watch a man take a bullet to his neck and have blood gushing out of the wound. Wow, man. Wow. Crazy times. So what does this look like? What does this look like for his organization, Turning Point USA? What does this look like for conservatives or Republicans or, anti-establishment, anti-progressive speakers going to college campuses? Will this not happen anymore? Is somebody going to go out and keep doing them and say, I don't care if my life's on the line, this needs to be said, this needs to be heard? Or is this going to stop them? Is this going or cut back on them? Not so many people are going to be doing it. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. If that's your spouse who's going to be going out there, the reality of it is somebody can pull a gun out and shoot and kill them. Is the message worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Are you willing to send your spouse or your loved one out there to deliver this message, knowing that some crazy piece of evil shit is going to shoot them in the neck? And fortunately, the FBI is involved, so they're going to find out who this is. We're going to find out where they shot him from, what they shot him with, who they were, and maybe Maybe this time they can crack their cell phone. Remember the 20-year-old bubble-headed extra chromosome piece of shit who shot Trump? Remember they couldn't get in his phone? Maybe they can get in this guy or girl or non-binary freak's phone, whatever this thing turns out to be. But wow, what an unfortunate tragedy. What a weird, surreal thing for the country to deal with. And of course, there are people out there happy about it, and I don't think they're really happy about it. They're just using this as to be very immature, to say that, oh, it's the only bad thing is, or it's good that they got away. He brought this on himself. Nobody brings this on themselves. Your opinion should not get you shot. And Charlie Kirk never said anything bad. He was religious. You have a problem with religion, that might be one thing, but he was never mean to anybody. He was kind. He would listen to them. He would almost have a love for them through his religion. But yeah, there are people out there saying he deserved it and all this kind of bullshit. Watch. And of course, it's par for the course. Once we find out who this piece of shit is, you're going to have some asshole start a GoFundMe. Somebody even started a GoFundMe for that demon who stabbed that poor Ukrainian girl on that train in North Carolina. And people just sat there and literally watched her bleed to death. You could see the pool of blood growing in the security footage, and it's spilling down the steps in front of her. And everybody just kind of, oh, shit. Just got their belongings and moved along. So, what else can I say? We haven't even fully digested this yet. We're still dealing with it. But Charlie Kirk, father, husband, Christian, founder of T.P.U.S.A, patriot, all of those things and more, friend, relative. I don't know if he had siblings, but if so, a brother, a son. He was a son, maybe an uncle. Gone, just like that. 31 years old from some psycho's bullet. And let's see who they are. Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, Goose. What do you think? What are you feeling? Have you seen the footage? What did you think of that? And really, in all of this, who I feel the worst for are his children. His wife, of course, but she's an adult. She's a mom. She has broad shoulders. She can handle it, definitely better than her children. But I believe they're 1 and 3, so she's going to get those very innocent, where's daddy? When's daddy coming home? And oh, man. Feel terrible. Sad day. Trump has ordered all American flags across the country at half-mast until 6 p.m. Sunday. I think that was the right thing to do. And let's gather the information as it comes in. This is one of the times when the 24-hour news cycle that travels at Mach 2000, it could be a good thing. Let's get this information and find out. And don't give in to the anger and the bullshit. Let's get more information. And if it turns out that somebody deserves the business, then damn it, we'll give it to him. But Charlie Kirk is dead. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.